Welcome back everyone to Outworld Platinum walkthrough. In the last episode we completed our build, we finally spent our third and final breakthrough point. We picked up the smelly sealed box, we went to Old Sirocco and visited some change in the CEO department. I unintentionally completed the quest Fallen City in the last episode, but it doesn't matter. It only means that in this episode we can start with the town building. So I have my healies on so I can move faster. Let's drink some water over here. And let's follow our quest. Let's talk to Joseph over here.
Use your ears, huh?
Okay, I leave a mark on the...
To get construction done, we'll need stones and lumber for building material, and we need funds to secure the more delicate items. We have to keep food coming too. If we start running critically low, we'll need to have all hands on deck, foraging and hunting just to avoid starvation. Also, do bear in mind that our resource stockpile has a limit. Here's the plan.
At least 2 resource production facilities and 1 home.
This is bad.
150 days.
So, what are we working on today?
Okay, I'm going to explain this. Once I'm doing it, I want to buy a blueprint of a house. Now there's only 5 blueprints in his inventory. Once you exit the menu,
what are we working on today?
It resets. I want to buy the blueprint house A 3 times.
So, what are we working on today?
And then I want to start building. But before that, let's talk to Dorian over here.
Funds are essential to the running of a city.
We'll need money to handle the construction of more delicate items. We can start by laying a tax on those with homes as well as businesses.
Of course. If you'd like to donate your own silver or gold, we'd be much obliged.
And this is the reason we have been collecting so many gold ingots along the way. This is just in case you are running low on money, it helps a lot that you don't have to go out and farm money or items and sell them.
If we have a critical need for a certain kind of basic resource, let me know.
Okay, and he will spend funds.
How can I help you?
Let's take a look at the menu. Alright. If we want to add funds, that means we pay our own money in here. 10 silver coins is 10 funds, so you can keep that in mind. Funds are used to buy food, timber and stones. Also, funds are needed to start the construction of buildings and facilities. It's maybe all a little confusing right now, but don't worry. One thing after another. Right now we have a good solid amount of everything. We don't need to buy. We don't want to throw our money away willy-nilly, so yeah. At the beginning we will all have the same funds, so if you follow the steps exactly, then you will have a good head start and have some... Yeah, you're a little more free in the later section of the town building. As you can see, there's a lot of space here. But these houses also take some space. So let's show you what I'm talking about. Blueprint A wants to be set. What's with the frame rate? Okay, let's put it as far back as possible. Like this. And I also want to place the other 2. Putting these blueprints down doesn't cost you any resources or gold, only the 25 silver to buy them. And you can come back anytime you want and start the construction of these buildings, or you can leave them be. So don't worry about that. Let's set up the third one right over here. Come on. Like this. Wait, it has to go more on the front. Like this. Yes. Once you inspect the ledger, you have this little menu and it shows how much of your resources are necessary to start the construction. So right now we want to start construction on all 3 buildings, and that means it will cost us 3000 funds, 60 timber and 60 stones. Let's go over here as well. And you can see the little notification, construction starts next morning, completed in 5 days. Which means today is day 133, and on day 134 the timer would start. So on day 139 it should be finished. So it's a little bit confusing. The game doesn't really explain when the construction starts. I think it's like 5 or 6 AM, but I'm not sure entirely. Okay, so this happened. Next, there are a lot of dungeons in the Caldera region. There are some artifact weapons, and I want to gather all of them, and I want to do it in a specific way. And the first thing I want to grab has some caveats to it. It's not so easy to find, so I have to show and explain what I'm talking about. So let's leave New Sirocco and go to the big place. Yeah, I also want to work more with the map. I'm going to set some markers in a second to make it a little more clear what I'm talking about and where I want to go. So right now there's not much. I put this one down here to Inmerker Forest, the triangle over here near the Ritualist Hut in the Cabal of Wind Temple, and now I want to place 4 more. One is over here. One is over here. One is over here. And one is over here. These locations are 4 dungeons that I want to visit in either this episode or the next one. During each quest you will be sent to a specific location, and on the way there are of course some dungeons, so we might as well clear them along the way. That's why I'm not doing any exploring right now, because I have to find the ship, the Ark of the Exile. During the first quest we will be sent to a location and we can transform our first artifact weapon in there. So I want to get the material weapon before we have to go there, to make the run more efficient. Okay, where is it? Oh, I think I'm blind. Is it all the way in the back over there? Yeah, it seems so. Let's take a look. Along the way, remember to grab any samples that you find. Let's head north for now. Pretty much all the way. The dungeon I want to go to first is the Underside loading station, and it can only be accessed when the Ark of the Exile is stationed there. So there are 6 points where it can dock, and it will change its location every 2, maybe 5 to 7 days. I'm not entirely sure. We want to spend as many days as necessary to get it to the location, preferably while doing the town building. So it's like a nice little synergy, and I think this is not the right location, but we'll see. Also be careful, there's a bunch of strong enemies. Most of the time there's a few gargoyles guarding the entry. So be aware or prepared. I prefer to run. Okay, this is not the correct location. No. It has to be over here. And I think right now it's kind of over here. So it has to go a few more times around the map until it's back up here. So I'm gonna head back to town and start on the town building. Now I know approximately how many days I have to spend in town to make it move to the location I want to have it at. All right, see you in town. Okay, I finally found my way back. I have also gathered a few samples on my way. Do not hand them in yet. You want to pack them here into the chest. There's no need for them right now. We'll save them for a rainy day. Okay. Now I want to head back to my houses. Should still be the same, exactly. Now I'm gonna put down a plant tent over here. And now I will just sleep. Excuse me. If you plan to go out, hold up. I'm going to spend 5 days in town. And after that, we have another option to spend time outside. Instead of just sleeping in town, you could run around Caldera, kill things, and spend 5 days looting dungeons, bring back all the rewards, and sell it. I personally just prefer to sleep now and run around later when the quests take me to these locations anyway. So it doesn't really matter. The preparations are good. We don't need to farm anything. We only need the samples, and the samples are easier to find in the dungeons anyway. So that would be my recommendation. Yeah, I'm just going to try to get my character sleepy, so I can benefit from the skills we've bought. So I would just spend 24 hours repairing. I think twice in a row should get me below 50%. Yeah, far below. All right. So I'm just going to show this once. It's a little annoying, but so you know what awaits you if you just spend your time sleeping in town. It's not so entertaining, unfortunately. It's kind of necessary. You have to spend time. And this is pretty much the fastest way. I lost track of time. 3 more days. sleep 1 hour, repair 23, no, repair 22, sleep 2. Yeah, the loading screen is really beautiful. I wanted to show it to you a long time ago, but yeah, it's quite something. Yeah, in case you didn't have a proper look, I'm going to show it to you right now again. So beautiful. It's always good to have a magma river inside your new city. What could possibly go wrong? And 1 day more. Okay, let's check. Perfect. What you should be doing now, start construction of phase 2 on only one of the houses. So pay 1,000 funds, 20 timber and stones again. Starts next morning. Then pack your bag. And we want to spend 5 days now. But I want to check on the food. I think we don't have spent any of our 50 food yet because we don't have a house. But once we have a house, there will be upkeep.
How can I help you?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, but we can also prepare, because for the next step we want to have 35 timber and 35 stones. So we can buy them right away. And we also want to have more food. I'm not entirely sure how much it was exactly, so I'm just going to buy 70. And we also need 2,500 funds. So let's see how much money I have on me. Not too much. Okay, but I think I have gold ingots in my chest. Yeah, there they are. Quite the collection. Move all of them. All of them back except for 5.
How can I help you?
Add funds. 5. Alright. Now it's 5 days again. One thing you could do if you want is talk to this guy.
So, what are we working on today?
And spend a week helping with construction tasks. I don't really like to do that. Not yet, because it only takes 5 days, and spending 7 days kind of messes up my life drain calendar. That's what I call it now. Yeah, in the beginning I usually only sleep or spend time outside. So this is what I'm going to do now. You know what's happening. I'm going to spend 5 days in my plant tent and gonna smell like a buckle of sunshine. Okay, the 5 days have passed. Constructions are complete now. Our quest log has been updated. Now we need 2 resource production buildings. So let's head back to our old boy. And let's buy the blueprints. We have enough money. Yeah.
So, what are we working on today?
We are working on the Mason's Workshop and the woodcutter's lodge. You don't want to have the food thingy, I don't even know what the name is, but in the next stage we will have access to a much better food production. So these two will be necessary anyway, so they are the better ones technically. I want to move past the houses. Down here we will never access these things again. I don't intend to upgrade them except for at the very end for the trophy. I'm not entirely sure if they're necessary or not, but these buildings are not good. They cost more upkeep than they bring into the town, so yeah, they add cost. More cost than benefit. Okay, let's just put it like this, maybe. Yeah, all right. And the second one over here. Like this. Okay. So you can see you can see now why I bought the resources beforehand. We have to start construction on the woodcutter's lodge, and it will take 10 days for the first stage. And the mason's workshop is the same. So we are now down to 0 on everything except food. But now that we have a house, we have to pay 5 food per day. The construction takes 10 days, so technically it should be enough. But I advise you to have a little bit more food than would be necessary. Sometimes the timer is a little weird. So let's go ahead and buy some more food, add funds, buy food with it. But not too much.
How can I help you?
How much can I buy with this? 2 extra. Yeah, that should be enough. I think for the next stage also. Let's keep it like that for now. Okay. I will have to close the game right now because I spent the maximum number of days. I don't want to have life drain, so pick up your status resistance gear. Let's see, we already have, where is it? 46. Drink the good old hex cleaner. 120, nice. Okay. I'm going to close the game now. Make sure, if you haven't done it already, to update your backup save. It would be terrible if you made a mistake now or got life drained by accident. So yeah, keep making backup saves. Okay, now we have to spend 10 days. We can spend 7 days here and 3 days in a tent, or what I'm going to do, I have to check where the arc is now, and during my practice run I worked for 7 days and the arc moved too far, so now I'm just going to check where it is, sleep a couple days, check again, and I will see you back once it's either in the location where it's supposed to be or when the 10 days are over. It is finally in the correct location. I already went ahead and checked. I dropped my backpack over there to make it easier to navigate. So now all we have to do is get there. Yeah, it took me 6 days. But Now it's finally time. Be careful of these Abyss Dwellers. We released them while setting up our master save file, I think. And now they can spawn at some specific locations. Also in a rotation, just like the samples. So there are like a few options. I think for the samples it's 4. And they can spawn in a set of locations. And they change every couple days. This is called the rotation. Yeah, just so you've heard that one before. Let's go over here. And with the Abyss Dwellers, I think there is maybe 4 or 5 of them. And one of them spawns at one of the locations, similar to the elementals in Hermetten. Yeah, so just be careful and avoid them, especially if you're just in your healies. All the way to the backpack. Yeah, it's pretty much northwest. You have to make your way out of the Sirocco, the quarry location with the big stones, and then it's pretty much northwest. Yep. So this is the upper entry. This is not where we want to go. There's a second one. Let's make our way around. Come on, get up here. Please. No. Okay, let's try it from this side. Yeah, perfect. Over here is my backpack. And now it makes sense to enter the Underside loading dock. You want to prepare for combat. Possessed is also a good option. Yeah. You go back to the bag. Some of this. Some of that. And focus. Let's go inside. Now is the first time that we have to fight Caldera enemies. And I'm going to show you why lightning is the best. One down. With the attacks. There we go. All done. As you might have noticed, there is some poison in here, so I'm taking a little bit damage over time, but it's not too crazy. So now I'm going to loot everything. all the shinies. Okay. So this is where we came in. And now we have a little pressure plate puzzle. There are 5 of these glowing stones here scattered around the place. And you have to step on them in a specific location, in a specific order. So the first one is over here in the middle. The second one is this one. Next, the opposite direction. Over here. Now it's the one closest to it. And now it is the final one in the western corner of the room. And this will open a little hidden section, and we can get our hands on the rusted spear. Okay, that was the first part. The second one is up here. Ark of the Exiled. Be careful that you don't die here if many days have passed because of the life drain. There's a couple enemies here. Yeah, these enemies have the resistance to lightning damage, but we are doing so much damage that it doesn't matter. Caligari staff. Okay, there's a lever here, but nothing happens. Let's eat a jerky. And there is gonna be a golem, a gargoyle somewhere here. There it is. Okay, for this gargoyle, I brought my pressure plate traps. Assign over here. What's happening? And we want to put in the ghost eyes. Let's make a little path for him. I'm not entirely sure how many of these I am going to need to kill it, but I would just put all 20 down, I think. You know what, let's keep it at 10, but I want to have my fire and reload again, because I'm gonna try this. Also, all the buffs possible. Ouch. Oh. Goodbye. Reload. Okay. I have to thin out my inventory. I have too much stuff. Okay, I'll take all of that. The primary reason we came here is this lever. We have to pull that. And there's also a couple other ones. Oh, Calicray bone cage, not bad. What was that? Frosted fires. Okay, put some of my stuff in here. Okay, let's disassemble these traps on my way back. I think this should be everything. Except that I missed one lever. Yes. Ah, over here. Right at the entrance. Okay, now we have green light. Let's call this one down. Let's disassemble the traps. One more to go. Okay. How much space do we have? Not much. Drop some of this. Sample 2. Okay, stuff is quite heavy. So be careful up here, there's a bunch of Calicrays. And they really love to jump you. Come on, buddy. Oops. Ah, it was stuck. Take it. Okay, bunch of stuff. Ah, let's just take everything. Okay, let's take up these. Let's go up these stairs. Oh! Let's loot this place. Take everything. Everything. And everything. You guys are annoying. Oh, and strong. Oh my god. Heal, 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 heal. That was way too close. Okay, have to take care of this one first. No. Oh my god, they're beating me up! No! Nope, nope, nope. I'm not having it. Yep. Okay, that went south pretty quick. It was just 2 enemies. Oh man. I can't do it. No, stop. Alright, here we go. And back up again. Does the hex cleaner remove the affliction? It does. Okay, now me in here as it seems. Everything. Everything. Might as well try to summon my skelly boy. And up. And up. There is a loot chest. Smoke halberd. Alright. But there is a little passage behind the bookcase. Follow it until the end and interact with the lever. This is why we wanted the arc in this location. We are now done and we can leave. Make sure to grab all the loot you left behind on the way out. Oh, there's a lot of money to be made here in case you are a little short on funds back in the settlement. Okay, you can also exit through that door up ahead, but I want to take the same path out that I took in. Nope. This way. The chest was on the other side. You can go Yeah, many of these things will come in handy later, but there are some things like Frosted Delight, high stamina regeneration, heat resistance, barrier. Good stuff, good stuff. All of that can go to the stockpile. Alright, so Arc of the Exile. The first little 0.5 is done. And now it's back to town building. See you back at the city. Back in town. Let's check the ledger. 5 days left. Alright, the calendar says 152, so that's 157. Technically that would be 12 days. So actually Live Train 1 should kick in. Let's risk it. Let's try. Sleep for 5 days. Huh. Weird. I mean, I'm not complaining. Okay, let's go a couple more hours. Let's see, how sleepy are we? 48. Oh, perfect. Drum roll, drum roll. Huh. Okay, so that's 12 days now. Let's check the ledger. Alright. So we need the same amount of funds and resources again. Make your way back to Joseph. So we will need 2,500 funds, 35 timber, 35 stones, and let's see how much food is left.
How can I help you?
60. Okay, I was at 120. Okay. I will call in the stockpile and put some money in the bank. So 2,500 funds, 35 timber and stones, food 60 should be enough. You can also always put more money in, buy more food if you're not sure. But you should be fine if you do it just the way that I do. Now we head back to our resource buildings. All the way back here, almost finished. Start construction. It only takes 5 days now. Amazing. Good. So 12 days have passed. I am going to make another backup save. Remember, put on status resistance gear and drink your hex cleaner. 120. Nice. And welcome back. So completed in 5 days, starts next morning, so it'll be 6 days, more or less. Let's head back to the plant tent and sleep for 5 days straight. Oh, not the entry. Oh. Sleep for 1 hour and prepare for 23, for 2 and 22, just to keep you tired enough. And our quest log has updated. Let's take a look. Amazing. Let's go ahead and check one more time. There they are. Pretty. Okay. This will be it for this episode. In the next one, we will head out and do the second part of our quest. Town building, step 1 complete. Yay! Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Wind be at your back, my friend. Yo!